Time being 6:05, like to call this the association meeting to order. First, if everyone had a chance to look at the secretary's report and if there's any questions. Being none, we get a motion to accept the secretary's report. In a second. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Secretary's report is approved. Treasury report, Al's not here tonight, so we will go into the OBPA report. Cindy.
We continue to make progress on Village Day. Applications and parade information has been distributed and registration is coming in for hopefully to make this a great day, starting off with the road race. OBPA is asking for $2,500 for help with the Shriners bands for Village Day. Membership renewals continue to come in. While we have slowed somewhat, the initial push continues, and we are actively working to recruit new people. In preparation for the 205th anniversary, we have purchased 14 new flags, holders, and things that make them swivel and look pretty. And we'll be replacing the holders on the telephone poles and making sure it looks nice. We have this weekend, there is a sidewalk sale with the vendors in the village. We have ordered 200 of the bags with the blue trim to sell. They should be coming in any time now. The OBPA membership brochures are on your table there with the membership and the calendar of events. Our meeting is coming up and Mark Ellis will be the guest speaker. And just need a sunny day on July 18th, which I think Dale has leadership on that. And that is it.
Thank you, Cindy. Do you want to vote tonight for the 2,500?
Whatever works for you.
Okay. Could I get a motion to approve the 2,500 to go toward the Shriners band? So moved. In a second.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Cindy, again for everything that you do and for putting together the day. So we appreciate that. And a flag which will along with it too. John.
Moving on very quickly to the Seasonal Communities Act, which is it's basically being brought down by the state and our representatives. That's another way, basically, from what I can see, is that to get around density limits. And the Seasonal Communities Act allows some benefits, small benefits to each community that accepts this, but in return, they take over a number of our zoning act, and they can change zoning it at their desire. And maybe they want to put in tiny homes and allow them on every lot in town. And that, you have to remember, we've already been forced to take accessory dwelling units a lot. And depending on what size lot, you can actually have 3. You can have an ADU plus a tiny home. And I'm not, personally, I'm not, this is trying to get around the density limits we've worked very hard to keep here in Osterville and other villages. And so I'll be working very hard to work to change that and not accept it. I think the council in general is not in favor, but we'll have to see.
Does that mean we'll lose all zoning controls for all areas? Or?
Not all zoning controls, some. And basically they're what they want to do is allow more density. And on each lot, which is crazy, you could have a full family home and then 2 other units back in back. And so these are permanent. So it's filling up our empty spaces on our acreage with housing development and without building other buildings and that kind of thing. So it's by right too.
It is going to, affect the septic systems for these
course.
properties.
Yeah, we've already,
Nitrogen loading their names.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just crazy what they're doing in there.
So everything we're trying to do, this is gonna set it back.
I would say yes, okay, you're tripling, on some lots, tripling the amount of. Effluent coming out of, or into the sewer, or into your septic. So, that's something you gotta keep an eye on as it comes up. And that should be, on the agenda next week. For the next, well, I don't have right down with the next, it'll be, meeting yet, but it's on the next council meeting. So, just another way of the group trying to come in here. The state trying to tell us what, you know, how many people could live here without making any amends for the water intake. So just doesn't nonsensical, but there's a lot of nonsense. Yeah. So that's the only one question. That's just coming up, so it's going to be going on for quite a while.
You know, I was very warm when I read your email last week.
Yeah.
I refused to say of the evening meeting, I think it was. But I wanted to send my list that I usually send to frequently. I think I'll still do that. Yes. I think people need to know, especially seasonal residents.
Yeah.
We know what's going on. And hopefully you.
Well, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you said it very well.
Yeah.
In your letter, I'm gonna either include it as it is, with an introduction by me and telling them that how to get and reach you.
Yeah.
But thank you for keeping.
All right, great. Well, I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, Brian's report, thank you.
I was just had to follow it because I didn't know I had it on YouTube. I was talking to Heather today and I was like, I don't have time trying to look at that meeting. Nothing's
And
coming
the
up.
town system's been a little quirky.
Yeah, and Gail said the same thing, says I'm gonna look at me because usually if I have a problem, like, I text Heather and I go, I'm not gonna wow.
Only YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, it was nice to be disrupted because it was an aggravating meeting to watch.
I heard, yeah, so. How does the town council feel about this? What's it called,
Seasonal communities. They've been working on it for a long time. Intrepid,
Are some in favor of it, or do you think some like it, or?
we voted down something similar about density not too long ago. And I got a feeling that, well, I can't tell you what's gonna happen, but I have a feeling that there's a majority who won't go in for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll have it.
Thank you, John, for everything you do for us, we'll really appreciate it. Okay, going into old business, there was a presentation of the crosswalks, given by the town of Osterville DPW. And I don't know, you were yeah, I thought he did a great job with some questions in terms of, I know you had concerns on the Parker Road as far as I talked about Parker Road, because West Vegas was brought it up, but I think for now, it goes back to the initial plan. I thought there was gonna be 6 race crosswalks, it's gonna be 4, but there are 2 decorative.
Decorative, right.
Which is what we all, not the whole patch we wanted, but it's I think it's a great start. He didn't answer, I don't think I heard the answer on that in terms of the timetable for when that's gonna happen.
He did, he mentioned it was gonna start
In the fall, right?
this fall, weather permitting. It should be done before Memorial Day.
Yeah, hopefully.
Which, yeah, that'll be like the ballpark over
Yeah. I guess my question, John, that I asked him, now that you mentioned that, is I said, where are you gonna start first, like which?
Yeah.
He didn't know.
Yeah.
So, I'll try to, either John or myself, try to find out get them down to that. There's gonna be a disruption in the town.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize that. There's something, that's what we want, but there's also, it's not a 3-day project. So,
There's gonna be a point where you won't be able to get from, excuse my pinpoints, but the country store.
Right.
To Chesborough Square.
yeah.
They're gonna be working on that right sidewalk,
But I think that the thing to ask the town is like, how they gonna detour that? If the town doesn't, we're gonna let people know as far as the residents.
Right.
Yeah. So, either John or myself will follow up on that as far as to see how, it's just a public announcement. Like it's-
I mean, luckily, you can go down Parker, you can come up West Bay, come in from the other way,
Right.
or you can come in East Bay. I mean, there are alternatives. It's not like you just shut it out, right village.
But you gotta let the people know, like on East Bay and some of the other side roads, like just where you can have border line trucks, you can do it. You gotta have a parade every day by your house. So,
Oh, yeah.
there's good and bad with that, but there's really no other way. I mean, it takes what it takes.
Well, at least it's the off season.
I don't know if you have any comments as far as on, you mentioned, you're at the meeting.
My only issue with Parker Road, is the people that live on Parker Road need to come to more than a couple of meetings
Yeah.
about Parker Road.
Yeah.
So I felt good that he said, get the ball rolling, let's get this going, because if you keep stalling it to keep, adding more and more, then it just gets backlog.
Yeah, I agree that it has to, you gotta have a starting point to get it done. But I thought it was,
What do you mean with this?
Well, I was thinking maybe it's they, 10, whatever years down the road, when they have to dig it up to bring the sewers
yeah,
through.
yeah.
Maybe at that time they will appropriate money to put a raised sidewalk on Parker Road.
To do a second phase of that.
Exactly.
He might have said that. At least it's gonna happen.
And after that meeting, heading back out of town, where everybody was really concerned that sidewalk by the country store was, it is literally not even 50
Yeah,
yards.
it's not that bad.
The photo was very deceiving.
Yeah. But they would say people aren't gonna walk up to go.
It's literally from me to you.
Okay. It was, the
The
photo
photo was very deceiving.
yeah, it was distorted.
That's where it flares out there, it goes closer to the fire station. like
Yeah.
50 feet.
No, it is.
No,
It's
before that.
literally one driveway beyond Joan Peters.
It looks like, you saw the photo, it looked like it was towards the fire station.
Yeah, it really looked elongated.
I don't know if any of the board has any comments on the sidewalks, or we're talking about.
Crosswalks or sidewalks?
Crosswalks.
I do have something to add about the school playground. About the Mark Marinacho, and he promised me that this month they've been starting. They've got a construction company, and they had having a meeting this week with all the principals. And as a kickoff, and they're gonna start going, so hopefully. Stick around.
Now, all that construction will be off road, so they won't disrupt West Bay Road.
No, I don't think so.
It's happening.
It's hard to believe. My oldest is in his 20s now. Started when he was about 7.
You were right.
No, look younger.
No, that's a good thing. Thanks,
Basically, I don't want grandkids yet, but it's still good now.
thanks again, John. I know you've been on that for a long time, so it's really. The fact that it's gonna happen, it's huge, so. Really,
Oh, maybe don't count until you see that. Back on.
Shovel.
That's great, thank you. New business, on the scholarships, maybe talk to you on it.
Yeah, so, very happy to announce that well, I think I said last time, we had 2 applicants and we've decided, took it upon ourselves. We decided we were gonna award 2 scholarships this year, that we've done in the past, so we just followed up and did it. So, one of them is Maya Curley. And the other is Carol, is it Caroline or Carolyn? Caroline. Cazalt. The 2 famous Osterville names.
Where are they heading?
It's the only 2 people who cry. That's
Mm.
it.
So,
Where are they heading from?
so, I think Maya's going to Elon, right?
Yes.
And Caroline, I'll have to get that straight by Thursday morning, is headed to Boston College. So, I don't know what the tuition is at Elon, but I was interested to see that Boston College is 92,000.
Is that all?
Yeah. Room and board.
That's it. No.
Villanova and Babson, they're all up there.
Okay, it's amazing.
You got to build community.
But anyway, so they'll be with us on Thursday morning, at our annual meeting. One of them told me, Caroline, I'm gonna call her Caroline, told me that,
It's the ball.
I don't remember, I'll have to look it up tonight. I don't remember whether she has to be in Falmouth by 9 or on the road by 9. So we'll have to, I'll look that up tonight for email, and we'll have to adjust our agenda so that we can.
He is good for school trip this week. You go, so.
Oh, wow, that was very nice.
All her friends went out to New Hampshire for that.
Oh, okay.
They graduated last night at 6 o'clock and they left this morning, but she said, I'm staying.
Let's do that.
We'll put her to work.
Well, anyway, we'll have some fun.
Focused on unleashing Americans from North Dakota and Montana. We've already sold over 2
Thank you, Chuck. That was great.
One other thing I was gonna say, we mentioned this a little bit in our committee meeting, I've talked about this before, maybe at our next meeting, which I guess is gonna be September, which is fine. Maybe as an agenda item, I'd like to talk to Mike Tillman about setting up a scholarship fund.
Yeah.
So that we could have an ongoing, eventually develop a permanent fund that we could draw from annually. And if somebody is so inclined, they might make a contribution separately and independently of their dues, to the association or to OBPA. Somebody might be interested in doing that. And, then we could establish a perpetual fund.
We talked a little bit before the meeting about that. That's a great idea. And that's the way to go. And I think people will never do that.
So I'm gonna talk to him about whether this requires a full separate 501c or whether we can operate that under the auspices of one of the two organizations. So. You think we'll need a separate, so that's. Yeah, so we'll have to find that
I
out.
would
But
like the donations all around, because where you're not listed that way, and people don't get the tax write-off is good if it was for.
Right. But, so we'll just have to have annually, it'll be so small that it'll just be basically a postcard. The IRS lets you. I think you literally file a postcard, a very short filing, but I'll talk to him about that. Maybe we'll put that in the agenda for September.
Each qualified student would receive.
So each one is, well, annually, we officially award $1,500 between the two associations, OBPA and OBA. This year, we're gonna award a total of $3,000, $1,500 apiece.
Just a little thought, one way actually, sort of think about it. Here's the one where you could sort of spend 1 month in lunching center and collect, cans and bottles. There was one year, 2025, one of those trucks they gathered about $6,000.
At the redemption center?
And then at the dumper. Yeah, it's hard work, but
Yeah.
the two shifts are like between 7:30 in the morning to 11, and the second shift is 11:30 to 3 p.m. So.
That's sure.
It's manpower and time, but it's a good amount. It's
amazing.
number of people who are so enthusiastic to do that.
Yeah.
And because we always say that it's in the interest of, children.
Right.
And that's what you must receive. But it's just a thought, that's a better practicality.
Okay. Good idea, good thought.
Did they assign that amongst each different charity or every?
That's true.
Okay, Chuck.
We need to take a vote on it, to allocate the 1,500, I think.
I think we probably should maybe, well, I'll make the motion. I'll move that the Austin Village Association award the sum of $1,500 to be awarded in 2026. Well, the OBPA doesn't sign on, they have to sign on separately, so so we would contribute $1,500 to the scholarship for 2026.
Get a second on that?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Motion is approved. Thank you, Chuck. For doing all that. Appreciate it. Anyone for new business?
I will say, I stopped in that new little candy store, and so cute. Don't do that.
And Salty Cow has a new sign that says Sweet Life,
Yeah.
just ice cream and
Yeah,
coffee,
so
so.
more ice cream.
And coffee.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now moving on to public comment. Right, sure, we can, right? Anyone else to make a motion to adjourn? I'm sorry, Bill, do you have anything?
No, I'm all set, thanks.
Good to see you, by the way.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back.